Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered if the universe we live in, with its galaxies, stars, and planets, could have been created in a laboratory by a super advanced alien civilization? It may sound like science fiction, but that's exactly what renowned Harvard scientist Avi Loeb has proposed in one of his articles. Today, we'll dive into this bold theory, explore how it connects science and philosophy, and discuss what it means for our understanding of the universe and our existence. 1. Who is Avi Loeb? To begin, let's understand who Avi Loeb is. Avi Loeb is a scientist and best-selling author known for his provocative theories about the universe and extraterrestrial civilizations. He chaired Harvard's astronomy department and has published numerous articles and books, making him one of the most influential names in modern astronomy. Loeb is widely recognized for his daring perspective and willingness to challenge established paradigms. In a recent interview, he stated, "I'm looking for intelligent life in space because it's hard to find it on Earth." He published the book Extraterrestrial: The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth, where he discusses the idea that the interstellar object Oumuamua might be a probe sent by an alien civilization. But the theory that's gained attention lately is that the universe may have been created in a laboratory by a superior class of beings. To the laboratory creation theory. According to Avi Loeb, an advanced civilization could have created our universe in a laboratory. He argues that the universe has a flat geometry and zero net energy, which means it could have been created from nothing using technologies we have yet to understand. He suggests that this process might be something we could achieve someday if we could manipulate quantum gravity and dark energy appropriately. This idea is both fascinating and provocative, as it unites the religious concept of creation with modern science. Loeb suggests that if it's possible to develop a technology capable of generating baby universes, we could reach the same level as our potential creators. But how did Loeb come up with this idea, and what does it mean for our worldview? 3. The classification of civilizations. To make his theory more understandable, Loeb categorizes civilizations by class. Class C. These civilizations depend on their host star for survival. Humanity currently falls into this category. Class B. This is a civilization that has reached a technological level allowing them to create their own energy independently of their host star. Class A. This is the highest level, where the civilization has the ability to create universes. Loeb believes that a Class A civilization would possess such an advanced understanding of physics that it could have created our very own universe in a lab. Loeb states that humanity is far from reaching Class A, as we are nowhere close to manipulating dark energy on a scale necessary to create a universe. However, he suggests that if we one day develop this technology, we could reach the level of our theoretical creators. If you're finding this theory fascinating or have your own thoughts about the origin of the universe, drop a comment below. We want to hear from you. Is it possible that such an advanced civilization could really exist? And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more explorations of scientific and philosophical topics that challenge our understanding. 4. The role of dark energy and quantum gravity. According to Loeb, a civilization would need to manipulate dark energy and quantum gravity to create a universe. Dark energy makes up about 70% of the universe and is responsible for the accelerated expansion of the cosmos. However, it remains one of modern physics' biggest mysteries. Quantum gravity is a branch of theoretical physics that attempts to unify Einstein's theory of general relativity with quantum mechanics. Loeb believes that mastering these two forces would allow for the creation of baby universes through wormholes, also known as quantum tunnels. These concepts are speculative, but some of the best minds in physics are exploring how this could be possible. 5. Aliens as our creators? The connection to Oumuamua. This isn't the first time Loeb has made a bold suggestion about extraterrestrial life. In 2017, the interstellar object known as Oumuamua entered our solar system and caught Loeb's attention. He suggested it might be a probe sent by an alien civilization. While many astronomers viewed Oumuamua as merely an asteroid or comet, Loeb argued that its unusual acceleration and elongated shape pointed to something artificial. if we accept the theory that Oumuamua might have been sent by an advanced civilization, it strengthens the idea that such civilizations could possess technologies incomprehensible to us, such as creating universes. This brings us to a perspective where highly developed beings have the power to manipulate the cosmos on scales we can barely imagine. Number 6. What does this mean for the concept of God? Loeb's theory opens up an interesting debate between science and religion. If an advanced civilization created our universe, we're talking about a concept of creation that doesn't involve a divine being directly, but rather an incredibly advanced technology. This idea challenges traditional views of God and creates a bridge between spirituality and science. For many, this theory is a relief because it allows us to imagine creation without the need for a divine creator, as described in sacred texts. At the same time, others might see this as a new way to define the concept of God, a Class A civilization that essentially possesses the power to create life and universes. 7. The reaction from the scientific community. Naturally, Avi Loeb's ideas have been met with skepticism in many scientific circles. Many scientists argue that without concrete evidence, these ideas are purely speculative. On the other hand, others view his theories as an important exercise in critical thinking because they challenge scientists to reconsider what is possible. The concept that we may be in a laboratory-created universe raises questions about the purpose of life, the future of technology, and even how we interpret physical laws. Loeb himself acknowledges that his theory is speculative, but believes it's worth exploring new ideas about the universe's origin. Number 8. And what about humanity's future? If we accept Loeb's theory as a possibility, what does it mean for the future of humanity? Will we one day reach Class A? If the answer is yes, we would have to develop technologies that completely challenge our current understanding of the cosmos. This would imply a revolution in physics, space exploration, and artificial intelligence. Loeb suggests that while we're far from achieving this level, the path of science is the key. If humanity could one day create a universe in a laboratory, we'd have the opportunity to act as our own creators. However, with such power come immense responsibilities, which bring up the question of ethics, from God to extraterrestrials. In the end, a question arises. Why do so many scientists, especially evolutionists, feel more comfortable speculating about aliens as creators rather than a divine being? Avi Loeb represents a trend in contemporary science in which theories about advanced alien civilizations gain attention, as scientists tend to avoid the concept God. At the same time, this view allows for an interesting convergence between religion and science. After all, if we accept the possibility of an advanced civilization that created the universe, aren't we simply replacing the traditional concept of God with something more technological? Ultimately, Loeb's theory leads us to reflect on the very nature of creation and our place in the cosmos. Science is still far from proving this theory, but it inspires us to continue exploring the frontiers of human knowledge. Whether the universe was created in a lab or not, what truly matters is the relentless pursuit of knowledge and understanding of our place in the vast and mysterious cosmos. So, what do you think? Does the idea of our universe being created in a superior civilization's lab make more sense to you, or do you lean toward a divine creator? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to see our next explorations. See you in the next video.